Welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel, and you are looking live at another cute card. This is an outline, a rundown of what we're going to talk about in the order in which we're going to discuss it. And this one's called Extra Extra. We're going to start off with some reindeer droppings, which I bet you may be able to determine what that means. 3 Holy Grail firsts here at the World Headquarters, one of which you may have seen already, but it's still worth watching and sticking around for. We have some not quite ready for PC pickups, which is a little narrative thread I'm trying to weave there. Let's see if you pick up on that one. And then we have a Mookie Minute that we will end with, which is read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. There's some newspaper-based hijinks coming your way, including some really awesome pickups that I think will hopefully interest you if you stick around for it. So let's begin with the reindeer droppings. Scott has been doing these awesome Marker Doodle Mondays, and one of the things he has been taking commissions for these. Shane Shoebox Legends asked if he would do a Satchel Paige and a Josh Gibson, and here we have it. There they are, the two foes there smiling and friends laughing with a bat and a ball in their hand. Awesome art that Shane gets to keep. We all get the opportunity to buy a baseball card size version of this amazing artwork for basically, it's sad, but the low price of a cup of coffee. But you should go do that because Scott is awesome and these cards are awesome and he signs them and numbers them. And by the way, there was another one, and this is from Mike at Canadian Cards, commissioned this artwork for Steven with a PH, and we all get the opportunity to buy the card of that, and so I did. And when I ordered mine, I wrote in the little memo there, Dear Bestie, do you think I could get number 42 out of 50 if that's cool? Is that breaking the rules? I didn't know if that was breaking the rules, but guess what? My bestie hooked me up. 42 of 50, Scott from Reindeer Studios is great. So we're all the people who did the commissioning and the artwork loving, so you should too. And so those are the reindeer droppings. Go support Scott. How about some Holy Grail first here in the World Headquarters? And let me move my reindeer droppings over to the side. This is from my friend Winston, who has watched this channel and reached out and sent this card out. This is a 1960 or 61, I forget, somebody can correct me, maybe my friends from the Great White North can tell me. But here it is, Carl Brewer, number 18. He's a defenseman for the Maple Leafs. And he's got a beautiful pinhole in the top of him. So somebody, probably north of the border, loved the Leafs and loved Carl Brewer and wanted him on their wall. And Winston, my pal, sent this to me. Look at the back of that card. Look at the stamp on there. That's pretty cool. So Carl Brewer will go up on the Holy Grail Wall of Fame as the first ice hockey player, an ice hockey card, the first Parky to go on the Holy Grail Wall of Fame. And there is, again, I guess that makes that an ice hole. No rim shot. And then how about my old friend Brent Richards, who has started an amazing channel, has come out of the gates all guns a-blazing with an amazing collection and amazing videos, a great commenter turned great video producer who had this amazingly hilarious compilation of a bunch of different YouTubers, imitations that he did of them that were just outrageously funny and awesome. And one of them, he lampooned your old boy Mookie and took out his screw gun and drilled a hole through this Mookie Wilson SGC slab. So it goes straight through. Beautiful hole. I don't know what the diameter of that is. You have to tell me what kind of drill bit you use, Brent. But he sent me the relic. Now, I have a thou shalt not create new pinholes commandment here, but I'm going to pretend I didn't see his video. And I'm going to try and get this up on the board, and we'll see if it sticks. But in addition to that, that wasn't it. Brent wasn't done. He sent me for my Holy Grail Wall of Fame a Pinhole Holy Grail Seekers, the Knights of the Round Table from Monty Python's Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, is that the name of the movie? I forget the name of the movie, but it is a hilarious movie, and Brent clearly has a great sense of humor. And they've got the floating heads, which is great. You got King Arthur, King Galahad, Sir Galahad. You got Sir Lancelot. No Black Knight there, merely a flesh wound. But this is merely a flesh wound in the world of Pinhole Holy Grails. And so Brent sent this along, and this will go up on the Holy Grail Wall of Fame as well. Thank you to Brent. Go sign up for Brent's channel. Not that he needs my encouragement. Now let's talk about the not yet ready for PC pickups. This is a card from 1988, a minor league baseball card of the owners of the Salt Lake City Trappers. That is Brian Doyle Murray and Bill Murray, brothers Murray. They are two minority owners of the Salt Lake City Trappers. This was an independent league team that played in the Pioneer League in the 80s. They were an upstart, scrappy bunch that I guess Bill and Brian really wanted to be a part of and support baseball in Salt Lake City, Utah. The interesting thing is in 1987, this team in the Pioneer League went on a crazy, amazing run and won like 29 games in a row, which is still, I believe, a professional record for wins in a row. Anyway, I've been looking for one of these cards, actually for this and another card. This listing was up with just this card as the front of it. It was a terrible listing. And these cards go for, in the $30 to $40 range each. This one was up for auction, but what the bad listing didn't tell you was that the other card in the listing was also part of the deal. So the auction happened. I got both of these cards for $30, which, again, as I told my friends on the text thread, I love hunting wounded buffaloes. So this is a Bill Murray rookie card, 1988 Salt Lake City Trappers. I think I'm going to have these graded, actually, because they go for a fair amount. But they're PC purchases anyway. And these are my not yet ready for PC pickups, Mr. SNL and Brian Doyle Murray there. So that's that. One more pickup I want to show you. Now, I have shown you before my beautiful and beloved Batman and Robin cards. Let me see if I can get those up there. Now, you cannot have a proper Batman and Robin Batman 1966 Topps collection and not have a villain in the layer. And so I got this. This is the face of the Joker. And this is the first ever appearance of the Joker on a baseball card. So this is his rookie card. It's in a PSA 4, and this is one that is one of those what's wrong with it? I don't know. I don't care because it looks just so freaking beautiful. These cards are really tough to get centered. They were beat to heck by the kids who loved them and treasured them, and particularly the Joker, who was a bad guy and probably took it on the chin back in the day. And so this is the face of the Joker, and the Joker now joins Batman and Robin in the Batman PC. And that brings us to the last leg of this Mookie marathon here in the Mookie Minute, and it is read all about it. And I want to show you a starting point here. This is an exhibit card of Larry Doby, given to me by Coach Miller in Cleveland at what we're calling the Miracle on Tarmac, the cornhole game in which Coach Miller's son, Greg, and I just destroyed the whole field at the frat house, at the YouTuber frat house. I won't name the losers to protect their pride. But I love this card. It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful and striking image of a young Larry Doby, frankly, before he made the major leagues. This is Larry Doby in his Newark Eagles uniform, which was airbrushed. And I've been on the look for Newark Eagles imagery of Larry Doby in wire images. I basically sort of scour eBay for that kind of stuff because I'm a sicko Larry Doby fan. And if you're wondering what that image looks like, it is right here on the front page of the Sandusky Register. on July 5th, 1947. There he is, Larry Doby, who had met with Bill Veeck that day. The Tribe had won, as it says there, the day before. But Larry Doby had taken a train overnight from Newark to meet his new owner and new team. And you can imagine my joy when I found on eBay a version of that image as a wire image. Now this was at an auction and part of a bigger lot, and I said to the dealer, would you mind separating that one picture out and sending it to me for a nominal fee? And he didn't care and mind. It was part of a really large lot. And so he did that. Now, this is some kind of image of an image. I'm not sure what's going on, but you can see here, Cleveland, July 3rd, Larry Doby, the former second baseman for the Eagles. This is an AP wire photo, but usually you see this is a paper thing attached to the image. And you can see it's some kind of, I don't know if it's a copy or photo image, something. But the image is very worn, and the best part about it is on the back are the markings. It's got Larry's name and some kind of copywriter, wax ink there. And on the back it says, received Examiner Reference Library, July 6, 1947. So this is I guess, a reference copy of that image that was used. Let's see if we can blow this up a little bit. And so I got this on eBay, and this was, I don't know, 20 bucks I think I paid for it. So that's super cool, and I'm going to frame it. But what's even better is the same dealer had another Doby image. Now, you may be familiar with this one. This is the front of the Cleveland Plain Dealer on July 6th, 1947. This was the Sunday issue. This was the day after Larry Doby had joined the Indians. And there you can see Larry Doby and Bill Veeck signing his contract in joy, joy and laughter. Larry was crossing the color barrier. Bill Veeck was hopefully going to, bring championships to his team, which they ended up winning. And of course, the Cleveland Plain Dealer had a headline there. Doby shows strong arm as he works at second base, because Larry Doby debuted with a pinch hit strikeout that day. So I've also been looking for this image. But there's an even more interesting image to me, which I believe is the first image of Larry Doby and Bill Veeck together on that same day. There he is. This is the New York Daily News, July 6, 1947. The front page of the sports section, 5 cents, pay no more. The Braves topped the Dodgers and regained first. The Yanks won 5-1. But down here you see Hiya Boss. This is Bill Veeck and Larry Doby meeting probably in the parking lot before they go in to sign that contract. And you can see here the description: Larry Doby, first Negro player signed by American League Club, is greeted by Bill Veeck, president of the Cleveland Indians, as he reports to work. Larry, a Newark boy, a Patterson boy, joined up yesterday in Chicago. So that image has been another one I've been looking for. And as part, as luck would have it, that same dealer who had the Newark Eagles exhibit card image of Larry Doby had this. There it is. This is another wire photo image of Larry Doby meeting Bill Veeck for the first time. Look at that oversized suit that he is swimming in. He had just taken an overnight train from Newark. He had just played a doubleheader in Newark for the Eagles the day before. And now there's Larry Doby about to make history as the first man to cross the color barrier in the American League, meeting the guy who would hire him to do that, and a lifelong friend. And Bill Veeck was somebody that Larry Doby said became like a second father to him, and these two had a great relationship throughout the rest of their lives. And so this is a piece of history to me, and I was thrilled that this image dealer had it. Again, it's the same kind of thing. It's an image of an image. I don't know if this is type 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7. It's type awesome to me because, again, just like the other image, I sort of feel really good about the provenance of this thing because on the back, you can see it's got that crayon marker thing with Bill Veck, Larry Doby. And this one was received by the Examiner Reference Library July 18th, 1947. So I don't know if this is the, there are a bunch of examiners in 1947. The Baltimore Examiner was one, the Washington Examiner, I think, the LA Examiner. I don't think there was a Cleveland Examiner back then. But this makes me feel really good about the provenance of this image, even though it sort of doesn't have that classic sort of paper flap. This is an image of an image. So maybe somebody can help me and tell me exactly what I have here, because I clearly need some assistance. But I'm really psyched to have this. This is a great home for these two images. They'll go on my wall and stay there forever. And I'm really happy to have them. And again, both of these together were, under $100. Let's put it that way. So I'm happy to have them. And then we'll go up in the Mookie Chilson World Headquarters. And that is your Mookie Minute. And that's it, I think. Anything else? All right, I think that's it. The end. Thank you.